In the middle of a dense forest, a crow built a tower from mirrors. He stood atop it, shouting wisdom he never earned, echoing phrases he never lived. Below, animals gathered, some curious, some fooled, many silent. They listened not because he was right, but because he was loud. At the edge of the crowd, an old turtle watched. He had seen voices rise and fall like wind over the years. He said nothing. Not yet. This isn't a story about who spoke first. It's about who chose to wait until truth had weight. Every day the crow performed. He mimicked eagles, quoted owls, laughed at silence. He crowned himself speaker of the forest, and many believed him, because noise feels like knowledge until it breaks. The turtle, meanwhile, moved slowly. He spoke to no one. But each morning, he visited a small tree and fed its roots. No one noticed. The roots didn't shout, but they held the forest. Seasons changed. The crow's tower grew higher, his voice sharper, but the forest changed too. Dry roots, no fruit, still wind. Animals grew tired, but couldn't explain why. The noise was constant, but the wisdom was gone. The turtle continued, quiet, steady. His tree, small as it was, stayed green. Not impressive, but alive. One day, a storm came. Winds tore through the forest like questions. The tower of mirrors shattered first. No foundation, only reflection. The crow fell. His voice was silent. The animals looked to each other, confused. Then quietly, the turtle stood up. He said nothing heroic, no speeches. He simply walked to the small tree. Its roots held, its leaves moved. The animals followed him, not because he commanded, but because he endured. Truth didn't need volume, it needed time. If this story speaks louder than noise, subscribe. Quiet power lasts longer. Years passed. The forest grew back, not through noise, through roots. The turtle aged, slowed, but his small tree became a grove. No tower, no echo, just shade. And those who remembered. Some asked, "Why didn't you speak earlier?" The turtle answered, "I did, just not in your language." Wisdom often speaks in patience, not in performance, not in volume. And when it arrives, it doesn't argue. It roots. The crow was never seen again, but echoes of his noise lasted longer than he did. That's how ignorance works. It lingers without substance. But eventually, the wind clears. And when it does, what stays are the things built in silence. The forest never crowned another speaker. It grew without one. Shade replaced sermons. Roots replaced noise. And the animals began to listen again, not to voices, but to actions, not to height, but to depth. This isn't a tale about winners, it's about time. Time reveals who was real and who was loud. The tower collapsed, the tree remained. The one who shouted is forgotten. The one who planted is not. Speak less, root deeper,